Hey guys, what's going on today? I'm going to do a fixed blade review. I haven't done one of those yet on my channel. So I showed you guys my collection, and this is probably, I think this is the newest knife of my fixed blade collection. And this is the Cold Steel Pendleton Mini Hunter. It is made in Taiwan, OS 10A steel. So let's get right into some size comparisons of some household items. Here it is next to, oops, let me center it in the screen. Here it is next to a Sharpie. So as you can see, this is a very small fixed blade knife. Here it is next to a pair of fingernail clippers. And here it is next to a Bic lighter. So not a very big knife. Not very big at all. Let's compare it to another fixed blade that a lot of people kind of know and probably recognize. And this is the Mora Knives Bushcraft in carbon steel, made in Sweden. I've used this one, not a super ton, but enough. And as you can see, I've got a nice mirror edge on this one. And here it is next to some folding knives, also made by Cold Steel. And you guys know what they are because I use them in every single video. This is Cold Steel 4MAX Scout. So you can see it's a lot smaller than the 4MAX Scout. And here it is next to the Cold Steel Mini Tough Light. So this is a great little knife. It's a great little knife. What you got here is a blade of about 3 inches, I believe, of overall length. Yep, 3 inch, 2 and 15/16 inch blade, 2 and 5/8 cutting edge with a 3 3/4 inch handle. The blade steel is OS 10, which is not the super toughest steel in the world, but it's not bad. Handle thickness, I believe, is about 30. Oh no, it's all the way to a 1/2 inch. The weight, this thing is super light. And the weight is, I'm going to say 2.5 ounces. Oh, even less, 2.05. And with the sheath, probably 3.42. That is super lightweight, but it is a real tiny knife. You could use this, I guess, if you wanted, as an everyday EDC knife, or you could use it as a hunting knife. There we go. Or you could use it as, like I use it in the kitchen a lot. You could use it as a camp knife. Could you use it as a survival knife? I'm sure it would hold up to batoning firewood, but you're not going to build a baton anything very big. Like here's the bottom of the lighter, and it takes up like almost half of the blade. So it does have a sharp spine, which would work on a fire steel pretty easy. The nice thing about OS 10 is it sharpens really easy, and it takes a really tacky edge. And I remembered this time a piece of paper. I am not exactly sure how sharp this is. I did sharpen it, but then I've used it a bunch. And it's got a few little... And it's got a couple little snags in it, but it's pretty good. Not bad. Not bad. Rubberized handle. It is not a wrap tang. I think it's a full tang, but it's just wrapped in that rubberized handle. I have extra large hands, and I can still get a pretty good grip on it. The sheath is your typical Cold Steel Secure X sheath, which it holds it really well. Retains it nice, doesn't make any noise, doesn't rattle. So as a hunting knife, it would be just fine. You can clean a deer with this knife pretty easy. Clean it, skin it, whatever. You would want a sharpening stone because, like I said, OS 10 doesn't hold the edge forever. But it works. And then you have this little button strap on here to give it a little extra security, which in the woods, I'm sure I would use that. I wouldn't just trust it to hold in the sheath, or else you're probably gonna lose your knife. And then you've got this belt loop, which will hold a standard belt, but probably won't hold a wide web gear belt. I do not know if you could put a G-clip or whatever on here. Probably could. Pop it and it pops right out. So this is just plastic. It's not Boltron or any of those other popular deals for nice sheaths. Knife sheaths. It's full flat ground, drop point blade. This is how much sharpening room you got before you get into the plunge grind, which isn't a lot. I kind of wish they would have did a bigger sharpening choil on it. But this knife, you can find them on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. I think you can find them from $35 to $45 for the Mini. It is kind of a Coke bottle shaped handle, which is nice for your ergonomics. And this rubberized texturing on here is, although it looks rough, it's very nice. You're definitely going to be okay as if you're working in the oil fields and you need a knife that's not going to slip out of your hands. This will probably work just fine. I didn't want to copy Nick Shabazz and say the Vaseline factory. The markings on the blade are kind of big. If that bothers you, it doesn't really bother me. I don't really care. I'm not so much on a fixed blade because it's a work knife, you know what I mean? It does have a lanyard too, which is nice. You can put that on there and wrap it around your hand or your wrist so you're not dropping your knife and having to find it on the ground. I kind of wish that they would do maybe a brighter sheath or something with these. Use a different color plastic. I kind of like the fact, I don't know, I think it's kind of goofy. Well, I get it when guys want a camouflage knife. If you're out deer hunting or whatever and you're a bow hunter and you want something camouflaged to match the rest of your gear, that's great. But to make stuff camouflage just to make it camouflage, to me is kind of ridiculous, because you drop your knife on the ground, and most hunters I know, they actually carry their knives in their backpacks, not on their sides. And then next thing you know, you're scrambling all over the ground looking for a camouflage or a dark colored sheath. I kind of like brighter colored sheaths. I don't own any real bright colored sheaths because it's hard to find good quality sheaths that are made with bright colors. But if I had my preference, I would like something a little brighter in the sheath department. So you could, like I said, daily EDC this knife. It'll fit in your front pocket or your back pocket in the sheath just fine, or wear it on a belt and it'd be just fine. I don't think you can take this strap, now it's sewn on there. This is just a nylon strap on here. It's nothing too fancy, but it does the job. It works. It's kind of dangly, so it's kind of nice that way. I don't think you're going to stab yourself in the side with the handle if you're bending over or whatever. Full flat ground means it's going to slice good. It's a great little vegetable knife. Great for cleaning and cutting up potatoes, good for chopping up onion, good for any of your little kitchen needs, which is what I've been mostly using this knife for lately. I got it to actually be my fishing knife, and then the state decided to close all the rivers. I'm going to do some bass fishing here pretty soon. And let me know if you guys would be interested in some fishing videos, because I've been actually thinking about doing that and throwing those in here between my knife reviews. And I also go hiking, so I've been thinking about doing some of those videos. I had those on my original channel. They didn't get as many views, but I enjoyed making them, and some people really, really liked them. So if you like that kind of stuff, let me know. If not, I won't put them on there. Yeah, but there it is. The Pendleton Hunter Mini. Don't get confused, because when I first bought it, I thought I was buying the regular Pendleton Hunter, and I got it here and took it out of the box and went, wow, I didn't realize the Pendleton Hunter was so tiny. And then I realized it's the Mini. So they make a regular size one in 3V, which I'd probably like to try next, maybe, if my next fixed blade. So anyway, there it is. There it is, the Cold Steel Pendleton Hunter. Great little fixed blade. So get your your family together, turn off that TV, get away from all the news and all the rest of the garbage in the world that's eroding everybody's brain and making people hate each other, and get outside, get you a nice little fixed blade, go out and enjoy the woods, maybe make yourself a little fire or something, and get away from it all for a little while. So thanks for watching. More fixed blade videos to come. Toad Sticker out.